I just love watching the human world.
Okay, happy people. Getting everything situated. Now, as a reminder, if you weren't here for Wednesday, I do not have my actual camera up and going because I am still currently working. I'm trying to get that fixed. What did I do with my controller? Oh, here it is. So, it's still not operational at this moment, but it will be alright. It still sucks that I have to do it like this, but I just haven't had a chance this week to really sit down and take a look at it. But I think everything's good to go. So we go ahead and bring this down and get everything started.
This valley is the most amazing place I've ever seen.
Thank you, Ariel. Thank you. Hello, 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 and welcome to a fabulous and wonderful episode of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Now, today's fabulous and wonderful episode, we are basically doing our Decorating Friday. Nothing too crazy today, except we're going ham on Pixie Hollow. Because we have finally officially got done with all the craziness of the villain section over at Wishblossom Ranch. And if you weren't here for Wednesday's stream, I'll go ahead and show it off to you guys. But first, before we do that, let me check out what's in Scrooge's shop, because I haven't been on today.
You know, I really like it.
Alrighty, Scrooge. What do you got? Hopefully something. Got about a mixed bag ever since Lady and the Tramp came out. There's been some days where I'm getting like a lot of cool new stuff. Like this.
Hello. Whoa!
But there's also been other days where I've walked in and there's been nothing.
What a day!
I'm at least grateful that we have some new stuff to buy in the shop. I'm a little disappointed though that it's still the same rotation of chairs and tables. I'm sorry, I would never let that go. I would never let that go. Scrooge over here says, I have new wears and tears every day. Really, Scrooge? The sofa's been in your shop in 3 different locations for the past 5 days. Are you sure you get new wears and tears every day? I feel like the way they should fix the Scrooge's store, now that I'm thinking about it, and I feel like a lot of people have brought this up, but what they should do is change the percentage of when certain things should pop up in the store. So if you, say case in point, there's a random black sofa, you know, the one that keeps getting on everybody's nerves, yeah, one of those L sofas. Right after you buy it, you can have something. Oh, thanks, Max. You can have something that weighs out the percentage of it showing up in the shop. As in, say we have this bad boy.
But it reminds me of home, too.
We buy it. Now at this point, for the rest of the month, it won't show up in the shop because you already brought it, so the percentage of it not showing back up at the shop is 100. After a month, it goes down to, I don't know, say like maybe 5%, 5%, something like that. Or by the end of the month or the end of the update, it is now a more likelihood that it could show back up in rotation. Basically having it where the newer stuff shows up a lot more than the older stuff. Like, there's got to be some way to change the percentage around for that. And again, I hate to suggest, buying something you already have to shrink down the percentage. But now that we have the new, sell back feature, that could actually work. You buy something to get out of the shop, sell it back to Scrooge, then the entire month, the percentage of it starts off high and then gets lower for it being in the shop. That could work. That could work. I don't know, there's just gotta be something. Something's gotta give here. Because there's still too many rare items out there that a lot of people haven't gotten. Case in point, for me, I do believe it's the marble fencing that everybody keeps drooling over. I think I made the joke back during that particular update that I probably won't see it for a year and a half because I do really like it. I do really want it, especially when I start working over there with the Olympic area, from the games. But unfortunately, I don't think it's coming to my shop yet. I got the side pillars and that, but I don't think I actually had the fencing itself. Which is disappointing, but it is what it is. Well, the reason why I say it's a year and a half because there was one thing I really wanted, and I think I talked about this before, the Beauty and the Beast window. I'm sorry, that till this day will always tick me off. I don't care how old I get, I don't care how old this game gets, I will always think about how the game gaslit me and then didn't give it back to me for a year and a half. Okay, I don't think it was a year and a half, I know it was a year and like a month or two. But if you don't know, let me kind of let you down on. I love it. I hate talking about this story. I love it because of the fact that, you know, I haven't had this particular issue in a good minute. No, I have this, don't I? Yeah, I got one of those. Yeah, go ahead and buy it. Why not? I don't know, I feel like I have one of those, but also feel like I don't.
Your wish back to you.
Even though there's the red dot's there. Anyway. So what happened was right when the game first came out, one of the things I was really clamoring to get was the infamous Beauty and the Beast window, you know, from the movie. Well, one day, pretty early in the start of the game, I think it was like 3 months after it got out of the pre-early access, I found the window in my shop. I got all excited about it. I bought it. I put it in a room. I decorate the entire room around. I had a stream about it. It was actually, you know, to be honest, I can't remember if it was a stream or a video. I'm pretty sure it was a stream. I had a stream about it and everything. And yeah, like a day or two later, I went to go show it off, and it was just gone. It was just bamboos, disappeared. It was just gone. So I was like, did I imagine this entire thing? Like, did I imagine me putting this window out? Because I know I didn't imagine myself buying it because I was so excited. I showed it to Eric, and Eric thought it was beautiful and all this. So I went back to Scrooge's shop, and I searched for over 20 minutes to realize it's not even in the category. Like, at all. Like, it acts like I never bought it. So I Googled it, and it turns out it was a bug that could happen on occasions where you bought something, and then Scrooge acts like you didn't buy it. So, you know, I was butthurt, I was a little bummed, but I was like, no big deal. You know, I'll just count down the days till it comes back into the shop. So I did, I counted down. It took a year and a few months before it came back into the shop again. I bought it, I took pictures, I had a video, like, I seriously, I saved video on the PlayStation to make sure that I had proof, because if it happened again, I was going to send Gameloft a very angry letter. A very angry letter. Just like, listen, dude, you gaslit me once. No. No. Alrighty, though, I'm sorry. I love, but I hate talking about that story, because it's so aggravating. But I mean, it did get resolved. It did get resolved. But let me show you what I've done. You weren't here for Wednesday.
What an amazing day.
So the first major thing I was working on was this little section here, because y'all remember I initially had Ursula's whole nightclub here. Well, once I moved it, I had this big old empty space, so I decided to make it an all-natural seating location, mainly just because of that waterfall. It's such a nice waterfall, and I thought this just looked good. I kept this very kind of nature-y out here. And then I finished up over here, which again kind of got the same vibe as the area back there, but it's very naturey, very open, very spacious. And kind of like how I did over there as well when I got to the beach area, I cut everything off so there's like nothing growing here because it's a beach. That's at least my logic. It's a beach. A lot of things don't really grow on the beach that are like trees like this and shit. I did finish down here. Very simple, very modest, but it's cute. Luckily, there's no, like, mining areas down there, so I would never accidentally pick stuff up. Oh yeah, why not finish that off, and then over here. Thought this was cute. Finish this little section off here. And then the last thing was this little area here. After I got done with the stream, I realized I totally forgot to do anything with the well. So I was like, let me fix that. So yes, our villain area is officially done. Hoorah, hoorah. Cannot wait to do my valley tour video. Because my idea for the valley tour is going to be completely different from what I have been doing before. And it's going to be a no commentary where I just kind of walk around like this. Granted, you know, I'm gonna stop and like look around and stuff like that, but yeah, I figure it'll be something nice, especially if I get the music and have it where the music plays as I'm walking around, so you kind of just see the beautiful valley, but just hear the sounds of the game. Yeah, kind of make it a relaxing valley tour video. Oh, another thing I also have been working on as well is right over here. So I added a few more trees and a couple of light posts, you know, just another all natural look. Same thing over here, just something a little bit simple, a little bit easy. And this is where I stopped working, I think a couple of days ago, but right here is where I stopped. Starting to get real late. Me and Bidwell were watching, oh god, what were we watching? We watched Clown in the Cornfield, and we watched, oh, it was Eeny Meeny, that movie. Not as impactful and action-packed as we thought it was going to be. Like, dead ass, we were very disappointed that it was full of drama. It was like Baby Driver, but worse. And then down here, I have a little area where I could train up the horses. See, it works very nice, especially if I just want to, like, you know, bounce around from one area to another. Gives me plenty of space to do that. And then we finished up down here. Again, giving it a very natural looking naturey thing. Mainly just to kind of give some areas a chance to breathe and gives me, you know, a lot more room to work with. Because if I'm not filling out every area from head to toe with a building or a theme or something like that, it does save a lot of spacing. Especially since, you know, I can use like these big rock tree amalgamations together.
Wonder where I can find some chocolate.
Now, I know I left off here, but I feel like it would be much more entertaining this week if we move up towards the Pixie Hollow area, because there's a lot more I want to do over here. But don't get me wrong, there's still some stuff I want to do over there, but mainly it's just laying out a few more bit of pathways to extend that area out a little bit to make it a bit bigger. And then that area that splits off between going up towards the mountain and then coming here, I want to put maybe a light or two, a couple of trees there. You know, kind of basically fill in the nature shots. For this, I have ideas. Because here, I'm thinking flowers. I'm thinking nature. I'm thinking big meets small. So this is all gonna be decked out in colorful flower arrangements and craziness that's just girly. Girly and floofy. And down here should be the 100-acre woods, and this is where I'm gonna put Tigger Rabbit's house, because I am gonna do a pseudo rabbit's house. I'm gonna try to find a pseudo piglet house. Granted, I'm probably gonna need to find a pseudo everybody house, because Pooh's not coming in just yet. Granted, he's gonna have a whole section back there with the honey. I figured that would be perfect for him. And then, let's see, this way? Now this one, I was thinking of a little bit of a carnival. And my thing is, I don't know if I want to go to my actual carnival and pull that up and bring it over here. Because you gotta remember, basically I have quote unquote a carnival and then my version of Disney World. And the carnival is already at Storybook. And the actual Disney World I have is on Eternity Island. So I don't know. I'm going to have to go and investigate. But this is all going to be very central. You know, all the fairy houses, all the fairy stuff, just very central. And then, of course, Peter Pan's house. So yeah, I got like a lot of ideas I want to do over here. Tons of ideas. Now where do I want to start? Flowers or Fairy Central? Let's start with fairies. I don't know why I got off the horse. I have to claim. Alright. Oh yeah, another little spot. I always forget about it till I think about it. This area. I was thinking about doing a seashore shanty area over here. Thinking about it and doing it are two different things though, because mainly it's one of those, I don't know if I want to do something like that over here, if I want to do it not Eternity Island, but back at the valley, but do it better. The reason why I wanted to bring it over here is because we have so much Little Mermaid stuff now, especially after that one star path we did. I really want to expand on that, but I don't know if I got room for this particular house. Okay, I do believe this is Tinkerbell's house. Right, let me check. Oh yeah, it's Tinkerbell's house, but I'm gonna be honest, it still sucks that we can't go in it. It makes no sense. We shrunk down to go inside of Alice in Wonderland. Why can't we shrink down? Let's go say hi to Tink. Now let's push it up like that. Because it's already got a bit of a corner to it. What do I want? Okay, so let's bring that in a bit. Yeah, about right there. That actually looks pretty nice. And there we go. Alright, cute. Grab this. I think it goes this way. I'm a little worried about doing that because of this. You know how the camera is sometimes. Let me check. God, her little furniture is just so cute. Ah, yeah, no. I'm covered. Yeah, it's the one thing I've been trying to do this go around with building is making the crafting stations a little bit more out there, like in the area, so when I do use it, you can actually see my character instead of, you know, looking at a wall or something. God knows I did that to quite a few of them where I put them up against something because they look cute, but in hindsight, it it was just a wall when we clicked on it. Granted, it pulled up the menu, but it was just like we were just looking at a wall. Okay, so not that. Okay, where's the rest of my fairy stuff? Let's see. We have a couple of these. Now, let's go ahead and just throw all my fairy stuff out. And Winnie the Pooh stuff that I'm going to be working with. And you know the pretty usual drill. We don't necessarily use it all. It just gives me an idea of what I'm looking at and what I'm working with. Okay, I know I have more fairy stuff though. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to buy. Well, I don't know because we do have that greenhouse house up there, and I do want to save a lot of this for the haunted area because I want to do like a potion stand in the middle of it, or like a potion area where it's just like a straight up a potion thing. I have so many plans when it comes to the spooky section I want to do. Okay. Yeah, that could go up here with the flowers. Okay, the honey here. Yeah, the light. Oh, wait, I got the red one. I don't know, the yellow one might be better. That's all summer stuff. Now here's this. Yeah, definitely want the flowers. I feel like the flowers will work perfectly over here as well. Granted, I'm gonna have to buy some more when I do my Alice in Wonderland section, but that won't be until I get the storybook. I figure some of these might be cute. I don't know. I feel like the teapots also may be cute over here as well. Especially for like this house. Yeah. Oh wait, before I start doing that, because I know the Alice in Wonderland stuff has a bit of an issue sometimes. And it's mainly the issue where if you put everything down, you can't really buy anything from the shop. I don't know if they ever fixed that, but I did notice that a couple of weeks ago when I was pulling up the signs in the Force of Valor.
Ta-da! Everything's Jake.
Alright, Scrooge, my
Oh,
man.
greetings, neighbor.
Oops, not clothing. Okay, let's see. Here. Alright, let's go ahead and buy another one of those. Be another one of these. And another one of these. And get 2 more of those. I think that would be really cute in that area as well. Maybe. I can't remember if that's indoor only or not. Okay. And now let's do Disney berries. Oh, I can't remember if it's the purple one or this one that I have more of. That will be okay. I'll figure it out when I get back down there. Okay. And now Peter Pan. Okay, I think that would do us for now.
Oh, I just love
Goodbye now. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo, Scrooge. Toodaloo. Okay. Oh, I passed it up. There we go. Nah. Mm. I don't know. Like, I like the concept because, you know, Tinkerbell works with her hands and everything. But we do have a lot more nature-y stuff than, like, sewing comfy stuff. There we go, and then throw down 2 of these. Fantastic. Okay. So let's see. Actually, before we get too caught up in that, let me make sure I don't need to hang out with anybody. Alright, cool. Because I know I had to hang out with Tramp last night. So I spent time doing that. Okay. Oh. I feel like the flowers may just be... Yep. Damn, this house takes up so much space. I did not even realize how much space that took up. That's unnecessary. Necessary? Necessary. Is it necessary to drink my own piss? No. But it's sterile and I like the taste. What a guy, that guy was unhinged in that movie. I can't even scoot that over. Oh, come on. I see you flash for a second. There. Okay, how about that? Oh, that's cute. And then I feel like one of these. Okay, I can't stick that. Not over there. Okay. What if I want to do it like this, though? Not as clean. See if I can't do something similar on this side. And then now I feel like that may be a bit much, though. I mean, I don't know, being that we really can't do too terribly much with Tinkerbell's house. That's the sucky part. We can't really do too terribly much. No, do that over there. Move that bad boy over here. Okay. Alright, move him out the way. What we got underbrush was? No, not the reeds. Okay. Gives me other options besides the flowers to work with. Because, I mean, I like the concept, but it's just not working the way I want. And it's mainly because, think about its housing is just huge. That is a huge, huge layout. Move that over there. No, no, no. Move this out the way. Yeah, let me do it like that instead. Grab this one. Nah, that won't work either. It's too big. I'm sorry, am I the only one who still laughs at just the shock expression on this flower's face when you accidentally put in a section that it can't be placed down? I mean, seriously, look at its eyes. Look at its eyes when I do this. It's like, how's your day been going? I've seen some shit. It's been one of those days. I've seen it. I'm hearing colors and I'm seeing sounds. I've seen some shit. I don't know why. That just always gets me every time I play with these flowers. Okay. And the turning, it's just atrocious. Ugh. Why, Tinkerbell? Why did you have to have such a large house? Like, we couldn't shrink this down a bit? Like, seriously, we couldn't shrink this down just a bit? I'm about ready to just say screw it and move her somewhere else, because this is a cute little area I want to work with, and I initially wanted her house here, but it's just an atrocious layout. Wait. Bring that through here. Nah, because I kind of want a T section. Granted, this could be the T section all the way around here. Okay, right there. And right there. Oh, is that just normal butterflies? I was looking for another one. Okay, let's move all this over. Alright, now I'll grab Pegasus. What do I do with Pegasus? Pegasus? I lost my horse. Oh wait, I see him, I see him. Sorry, buddy. I lost ya. Alright, let me move Pegasus over here. Alright, wonderful. There's the front door. There we go. Alright, then move this over here. Oh, what is the issue? Oh, I don't know if I want to be so close to the mining section, though. Let me see how that's gonna work. Oh, nice. Oh, and another memory. Okay. So it's not too bad, not too bad. Alright, and those are flower houses. Okay. Bring these down. keep going up with that. And then up one more. Alright, adorable. Just trying to give it a little bit of a yard. There we go. That's cute. Just a tiny little yard. We don't need anything too crazy. I don't know if I want a mud pathway, a gravel pathway, or if I want to use this one. So many options here. Cute. Oh, we could use a stone pathway. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot, so I'm gonna have to craft. Yeah, I feel like a stone pathway would definitely be nice. All up and down through here. It's easy to craft, and it goes extremely well with, the garden idea I'm going for. Saves me for having to craft some more of this, because I got plenty of stone. I just don't have a lot of, what is it, hardwood? Oh, God, y'all scared me. Alright, what did I do with my crafting station? Ah, here it is. Okay, now the question is, do I want to do like a little entryway for each section? Like we're gonna have this teapot section where everybody's using overgrown teapots and stuff to decorate. And of course the mushroom house, we'll get the mushrooms. Yeah. Alright, what do I have? Fencing. I feel like this may look too dry and brittle. Actually, no. It actually pairs well. Okay, I was wrong. I was very wrong. That'll be too dry and brittle. Go ahead and move that there. Actually, no, move that to the middle for now. Okay, not bad. Bring that over. Alright, can't get that any closer. Okay. Let me scoot that over just a wee bit. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Let me take a closer look. Oh, that is adorable. Wait, it's coming out of the fences? Oh, that's cute. Okay. Wish I could get that bit closer. Alright, not a bad idea. Okay, there's one. I was like, where's another one? I could do that right about there. Okay. I like. Nah. Actually, part of me wants to repeat what I did over here. Yeah, I like that. Alright, I want this in the middle for sure. Right there. Oh, that's about as close as we're gonna get that. Mainly, I don't like the way this is cut off, so let me... Yeah, like that. Gives it a nice little bit of a finish. Do something similar over here, too. Luckily, fencing does not take up spatial awareness or anything like that. Oh, damn, I passed it again. Oh, that sucks. It'll work this way, but I can't get it this way. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, let's grab one of these then. Do it like that. Yeah, let's have it against here, because I would like to have at least two out here in this area, one in this yard, and two back here would be cute. I definitely want this right here in the middle. Oh, too much. There we go. Okay, we're somewhat getting the shape I want. Oh, that was too much. Well, I kind of lost the shape I was going for. Liptotology. Let me back all that up. And then bring that this way. And up here. Alright, there we go. That's more the shape I was going for. I do like that. Alright, cool. Now that looks cute. This looks great. Alright, and then let me... Voila! Oh! There we go. Alright, where are those little pinmill flowers? Ah, here we go. I don't know, I'm having difficulties with this corner here. I feel like that's just way too much pathway. Yeah, this feels a bit better. Alrighty. I like that. Now, of course, let's sprinkle a little bit of the flowers on the pathway. And of course, you know, add a bit more detail, but so far this is coming together pretty well. So now let's bring out the road. Wonderful. Alrighty, I feel like before we carry on, it's been about over an hour at this point. Why don't we sit down and do a little bit of voting? If I can find a seat. Here we go. Alright, let's see about this week. Okay, what do we got? Ooh. Cuteness. Okay, got a little pirate island. I like love though. Oh, look at that. This one's lovely, especially with Scrooge in the backdrop. And this one's cute, but I'm gonna give it a right. Oh. Okay, not bad. Oh, this one's lovely. I love this. Absolutely love this. We'll go right. Okay, cute. And this one, Donald working hard or hardly working? Um, I'm feeling right again. I don't know why. Oh, that one's nice. It's simple, but it's nice. And this one's cute. Yeah, but I want to give it a left on this one. Okay, adorable. Oh, I like that. That's a nice room. Okay, cute. I like it. Simple. A little basic, but it's cute. Alright, this one looks like just throwing a few things out in the backdrop, so we'll give it to the left. Okay. I'm liking these pictures a lot better than I was liking them on Wednesday. Wednesday was just a whole bunch of selfies after selfie after selfies. These are so much better. At least there's some sea in there. Like, I wouldn't even mind selfies like this, but they weren't even taking pictures at the sea. We all saw quite a few of those pictures. They were just not hitting that criteria, not at all. But both of these are nice, though. I want to give it the left. I feel like left. It's a cute, basic selfie, but I like it. Okay, this one's nice. I like. And this one, okay, this was also another nice one. Yeah, but I want to give it a left. Oh, that one's nice. Cute. And this one also cute. But I like left. It's the animation for me. Okay, kind of threw some stuff out. This one looks nice, like a beach vacation. Okay. Go right. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Very gorgeous. And this one's cute. Yeah, I want to give it a left, though. That is gorgeous. Oh, speaking of gorgeous, look at this one. Oh, I like that. And this one, ooh, also cute. Oh, both of these are adorable, guys. I want to go left, though. I love that one. Ooh, this one's nice. Okay, very adorable. This one is also lovely. I love what you don't skull raw. Ah, but I want to give it a right, though. I love this one. That is so cute. Oh, okay, nice. I like. And this one, oh, it's so basic but adorable, especially with Eve out there fishing. That is so cute. Oh, this is so hard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go right on this. Oh, look at this one now. Okay. Wonderful little setup. And this, gorgeous. Both of these are gorgeous. But I'm gonna go right. Oh, look at this. Love the outfit. Perfect. And this one looks good too. Man, y'all are doing a great job on these photos. All of y'all. After we got through that initial batch of voting, yeah, these photos have been tremendous. Yeah, we'll go right on that. Okay, cute. And this is also adorable. You're in Ariel's grotto. I like left. I like left. We'll go left. Oh, lovely. Oh, this one's also nice too. Wonderful. All right, we'll go right. Okay. Oh, another good indoor shot. I'm in love with these indoor shots because they still feel like a she-shy shanty room. Everyone's been doing a great job on these indoor shots. I'm gonna go right. Oh, look at this, just chilling on the beach. Love it. And this one, gorgeous. Yeah, we'll go right. Alright, we'll do about 3 more and then continue on with decorating. Lovely. Absolutely lovely, both of these. I want to go right. Okay, I like this. And this one, gorgeous. And we'll go right. Oh, look at this one. And this one, okay, not bad. I want to give it a left, though. I love that. Oh, no, I can't leave off on this one now. This one's just too damn cute. Don't get me wrong, this one's adorable as well. It gives that kind of oasis vibe, but I really like left here. Oh, now look at this one. Just gorgeous. And this one's cute too. Let's give it a right. Alright, back it up. Man, y'all are making voting hard today. I am not gonna lie about that. Okay, so I feel like these two would probably do great wonders over here, being that I'm doing a whole flower area, literally over there. I want to swap these out. Put that in the middle, move that over. Oh, this looks great so far. Maybe I'm looking at that. That looks great so far. Okay, so I feel like the whale should go here. We'll have a house here. Let me move all that over. Not to buy some more for the flower section over here. Because these are really cute. These little wheelbarrows. So adorable. I'm gonna be honest, those bees scared me for a second. All I heard was, ah, and I was just like, what the hell was that? It was the bees. It was the bees. Yeah, I feel like having a few of these around the mushroom house and this house would be really cute. So I'm trying to split everything up at the current moment. Okay, so we'll take this one. These two. Alright, so far Tinkerbell's house is getting gypped here. I'm getting like all the cool stuff the other houses. Okay, I feel like maybe this. Oh, in the blueprint section, yeah. I also feel like Tinkerbell definitely needs the crafting station. Nah, there's too many teapots on a teapot. Let's move that one over here. Ooh, cute. Okay, musical instruments. a second. Now we got the houses all spread out. This is all the stuff in the middle. Okay. Little sections for music. Move this over here. Okay. See, I'm trying to think what to do with the cupcakes. I may move them over here to the Ferris ground, but I don't know. Let me make a time skip and a run over this way real quick. Oh, hang on a second. I think Corky's got to go out. All right, hang on 1 second, guys. Let me let him out.
A little rain won't dampen our spirits, will it?
All right, in about roughly 5 minutes, I'll let him back in. Wow, wait a minute, that kind of got on my nerves for a second. I saw him come in and, you know, hey, I gotta go outside, I gotta go outside. So I was like, all right, I got you. I get up. I'm like, let's go, man. He literally walks to his food, decides to eat. I'm like, no, man, you said you had to go outside. Let's go outside. So I walk him out of my bedroom. We go through the kitchen, and as soon as we get to the kitchen, he makes a beeline to the water. I'm like, no, 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 no. You said you need to go out. We're not making detours. Get your ass outside.
True love.
Like, I don't know why he does that. Like, he's like, I gotta go outside, and then does everything but go outside. He does anything and everything but use the bathroom. Okay, so I do believe what I was looking for is over here. Oh, this entire section could be toppled down. grab all that. This. Alrighty. Yeah, this little carnival can go. I'll move this over to Pixie Hollow. Alright, what about anything over here? Alright, all the Winnie the Pooh stuff can go. Oh, and I can get all this. Okay. I think that's all the Winnie the Pooh stuff. Oh wait, no, I see a couple of pieces I need to grab. Hey Gaming, how you doing on this fantastic Friday? Seriously. I don't know why I said that was new. I crafted that a while ago. Well, that's not fair at all. Okay, yeah, I think I'm alright with this so far. Now we're not in the Alice in Wonderland section just yet. I don't think I really have anything over there. No, and this is the Mulan section with Star Wars and camping. Alright, so that should be everything I need for the carnival area in Pixie Hollow. My day has been pretty well, Gaming. Not too bad. A little stressed out for the Poppy video I'm working on. I'm literally a day and a half behind. I wanted to get it done before today, and it's just like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I am about 75% done with it. I tried so hard. I tried so hard yesterday to get it done, but by 3 a.m. I was only like an hour and a half into it. And I don't know how long this whole Poppy Playtime video is going to be, being that the initial gameplay is 7 hours. There we go. Yeah, the initial gameplay is about 7 hours, and I'm not doing a normal Let's Play of Poppy, so I've been doing something different. Because I'm doing something different, it's taking me longer than I want, but I also was not expecting to take care of something last weekend that basically cucked me for a day and a half. Okay. Let me travel over here just to make sure I have all the fairy stuff that I want. But hopefully all is well with you, Gaming. All is well with you. Okay. This was basically where all the evil villain slash fairy stuff was. All in this one location. Alright, that's the games. Okay. So I'm thinking about doing a princess section. You know, since like Belle and Bees, we got this gorgeous yard for them. Gorgeous yard. I feel like I should do that for the other ones, but I don't know if I want to keep them here in Storybook or move all the princesses over to a different location. I don't know. I mean, I did a villain section. Might as well do like a princess section, you know? Alright, so I do believe I have all the fairy stuff. Okay. Let me just double check Eternity Islands to make sure there's nothing I really want over here. I'm pretty sure there isn't, but let me just double check. Because I have my own ideas of what I want to do over here. Granted, it ain't gonna be too terribly much. Well, let me phrase that. It is, but it isn't. What I mean by that is, I had this entire section over here that's not too bad, but I want to do something with Pirate Island, and I'm thinking of moving that over to where the Seaside Shanty house that I have over there by Pixie Hollow, but like moving it over here to that area and then moving all of Pirate Island over there. So actually, I may go ahead and do that. I'll say, come on, grab it. There we go. He's only been out there for about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah, he's only been out there for a few minutes. No camera. Alright, but yeah, we'll move all of Pirate Island over to that area, and I'll move the Seaside Shanty place over here. Alright, grab this, and this. Oops. And this. And then grab that. Now, I'm kind of glad they came back over here. I would not have thought about that. Okay. So we got that. And when we get over to the Peter Pan section, we'll have that. I'm going to do something interesting with Vanellope. Since we have like the Inside Out characters and we have Imagination Land and all that, I'm thinking of throwing all of them together in a section. I just don't know what section they're going to go in. I'm thinking of moving the entire park to a different location. Being that, I'm gonna be honest, I've had this theme park for a long time now, and I feel like we could do something else with it and move it somewhere else. Because when it's over here, I don't really come over here all that terribly much because Eternity Island's not one of my favorite DLCs. but I just don't know where I want to move it to. And of course our Arabian Night Market area, plus our Aces, which this has got to be completely redone, because what really irked me about this happened to me twice. I was working on something, which was back at Storybook. You saw that little gazebo area I was at. You saw the makeshift rug water. I literally did all of that, and then the next day they did an update where we now have the river kit. And this was after I already did all of this and made the oasis. And then the river kit showed up, and I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. So I innocently have 2 oases because I didn't know what to do with this section. So yeah, this entire area has just gotta be redone because I'm not happy with it anymore. But what could I do with it though? Because this is all spoken for. This is all spoken for because we got a horse section. Wait, no, sorry, I'm thinking a little too hard now. So I was like, a horse section? No, I could do an animal section. And I was like, no, stop myself. Because I do want to do a Lady Tramp section, but I want to do that more in the valley. I think in the meadow. I feel like having... Oh god, what's that area of theming called? What's it called? Like Edwardian or something like that? But basically that style I think will look really good with the peaceful meadow, and maybe combining it with the Glades of Trust. As in maybe do something that's Louisiana and that style? I don't know. Forest of Valley is spoken for because that's where I'm moving all the Halloween stuff. Frosty Heights. What do I got going on in Frosty Heights? I really don't got anything going on in Frosty Heights, but it's such a small area. What is my favorite DLC? Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna be honest. It's between Storybook and Wishblossom Ranch for just the mechanic aspect. Because Storybook was really nice. I love the lore and the story in general. Like, that was nice. The pacing of that one was really nice. And the area we have to decorate is phenomenal. I love decorating over there because it's pretty flat, pretty plateau over there. And the whole premise of, a storybook, that's actually really cool. But I am a sucker for the Wishblossom Ranch because of the whole horse mechanic. We can finally ride on the horses and stuff. Personally, that's like my favorite DLC, between those two. Don't get me wrong, Eternity Island's nice. I like it. It had an interesting storyline. It had a good premise. Jafar was Jafar. But they really bloated that one out near the end. I did notice that, and it started getting on my nerves. And I know with here... Okay, hang on a second. So the Peaceful Meadow, I'm thinking of moving the Edwardian stuff and maybe the Louisiana Bayou over there to the meadow. Dazzling Beach is going to be like an aerial thing. Forest of Valley is going to be our Halloween. Sunlit Plateau, I'm thinking of taking Simba and all of them and moving them over here to Eternity Island in the jungle. I may have to do something I did last year where I have all the characters kind of lined up, like, hang on. Where I basically have all the characters' names and, franchises, and then figure out what I want to do with each character and then make an area like that. It took me about a day of sitting down and writing down a whole bunch of stuff to figure out where I initially wanted everything back last year. Oh, I'm still working on that. I feel like Monsters Inc. as well will look really good in the Imagination Land. I do want to do like a 50s style because of Oswald. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I've definitely got to go through here. I may be biting more off than I could chew, trying to spread myself thin, thinking about the future, when I need to at least focus on the present. So let's focus back on the present. You put Frozen and Frosty Heights. I initially had them over there, and then we got, you know, the Ranch DLC, and we have that whole mountain area. So I unintentionally ended up moving Frozen over here. Like, hey, I can show you. I don't know if you actually saw this. I don't know if you were here for this. Not this place. This place is my Christmas town. Oh crap, I went the wrong way. Yeah, over here. I wound up moving Elsa and Kristoff over here, and I gave her a pseudo house. Her character walks around here, chills here, doesn't technically live here, but in my imagination she does. I was very proud with how all this turned out. It was super cute. Very adorable. But back to over here. Okay, let me take a gander at this. There we go. Because this would be really cute over there. Did I stream getting Pluto? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Wednesday, we finished grabbing him and actually used him. Speaking of Pluto, here's my good boy. There's my good boy. But we actually used him for this week's photo. I thought this was really cute. Granted, I really wish I had, because I did have, basically I had Pluto, Nana, Max, and a couple of the other smaller dogs running around, but the thing was the smaller dogs only came up at this angle to my thigh, so I want to say it wasn't the Husky, because the Husky was too short, but it was the new Valentine's Day flower one. I could somewhat see his head, but because they were right there where me and Pluto were at, it didn't really look all that good. I was hoping that they would maybe walk over there towards the right where the goose is at, but it's fine, it's fine. I thought this turned out extremely well and extremely cute because, you know, we got, you know, the two horses. You can see Maximus in the back. We got our favorite dogs up front. We got a goose. I thought it was cute. But yes, I did show off the past, like, what was it, 3 Wednesdays now? Of how to get Pluto. And he was such a good boy. I will say though, his quest line ended very anticlimactic. I am not gonna lie about that. Like literally, me and Mickey were in the caves and we saw Pluto and he's like, "Be gas! Pluto's in trouble. We must save him." And I was like, "I got you, boo. What do I gotta do?" And then I walked over there. I did something. I didn't even like do anything with my tools or anything. I said something. I did something, and then just he disappeared. That was it. And I was like, "What the hell?" Turns out after that you had to add him as your companion, and then the quest line continues. So I spent a minute like running around trying to figure out what I had to do with Pluto or how to get Pluto. But we got it though. We got it. Again, like I said, it's just a little anticlimactic. Yeah, move that one. Okay. Actually, let me bring this over here. We'll move the swing up there. Okay. Move that to the side, because we're definitely going to need a lot of room for the carnival. I do love a lot of these pieces, so I do plan on using a lot of these pieces. Okay. God, we have a lot of like hidden furniture as I'm moving stuff. Yeah, I don't need that. Move that down here. Alrighty. I feel like this is going to be a cute little section for the carnival. I feel like this is definitely more appropriate than over there in the Hercules section. Okay. So now that we have everything kind of where I want it and kind of an idea where I want everything. Let me move these over here. Alright, we need this in the middle. Okay, about roughly... Nope, bring that over. A little bit more to the left. There we go. Oh wait, that's too far to the left. Too much. Alright, there we go. Oh, I need some more. Ah, there we go. I haven't used this type of pathway in such a long time. I almost forgot where it was at. Let's do roughly about 300 to get the outline. Okay, so I know for a fact. Okay. And this is going to be at an angle. All right. And then I'm trying to figure out how to connect this piece with that piece. I don't know if I want to go like catty corner here or if I want to do like a straight thing. Of course. 10 million places that you can grow, and you conveniently choose the one square that's in the pathway I want to use. Story of my life when it comes to these damn plants. I do agree with some people. I feel like there should be a toggle system for some of this. Especially if you're like done with decorating, nothing really irks you more, and I should know as somebody who decorates constantly, nothing irks me more than making everything look fantastic and great. You feel so good about it, so you clear the area up to show it off, and right as you turn around, something else spawns in. Something's on your pathway. Something is messing up the layout you have. Like, it's always something. Okay. Wait, that's not a bad general gist of the layout. I like it. Yeah, going over one more should do us. Okay. I feel like that's probably a good point to stop. Being that I need to craft some more of this, but also we're finally at that 2-hour marker. Fantastic though. I feel like we did a lot today. I got a lot of things accomplished, got things kind of laid out in my mind how I want to do things. So far, this has come together extremely well. I'm super happy to move over to this section. I really am. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the village section. I do. But I was over there for what? 3 weeks, 4 weeks or something like that, working on that entire area. So it's really nice to come over here to this bright, vivid, colorful area and enjoy the big ass butterflies and the flowers and all that fun jazz. Absolutely love it. But before we leave, let's do 5 last minute picture voting. And I mainly want to do this because the photos have been nice this week, or at least today. I spoke too soon. Neither one of those hit the criteria. Neither one of these. What happened? What happened to all the good photos? I don't know what happened to all the good like, we seriously, I'm not gaslighting myself, right? Like, there were some really fiery photos in that last batch I was voting for. I feel like went back to Wednesday's batch. Can I get today's batch? I mean, I like, right? I mean, this is gorgeous, but it doesn't hit the theme at all. Like, I'm sorry, like... Wow, I have just been humbled like a son of a bitch. Again, this is another good one, but it doesn't hit the criteria. Alright guys, my mistake. I was gonna vote for a few more, but that batch was bad. No offense to anybody in that batch, but selfies that don't even have anything to do with the sea, random quest lines, like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna vote on pictures, even though they're gorgeous, but if they don't hit the criteria, I'm not gonna vote on that, because that just doesn't seem fair, especially to the people who, you know, take pictures on theme. I hate when that happens, though. I really do. Like, I was feeling so good about those photos. But let's go ahead and start wrapping things up for today. I hope everybody who has watched, is watching, will watch. I hope you enjoy. I hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful night. And guys, don't forget, if you're enjoying my Disney Dreamlight content or any of the other fun, fantastic things I do here in the channel, you know what to do. You know the pre-usual drill and all that fun jazz. And hopefully I catch y'all next week with some more good times here on the channel. And also, guys, keep an eye out, because either today, I'm going to try to shoot out for tonight. But either tonight or tomorrow, Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 will be done, and then I'll be moving on to Resident Evil 9. I promise I have not forgotten about it. It's just Poppy's taking a lot longer to edit, especially with the dilemma we had over the weekend that put me behind a day and a half and all that fun jazz. So it will be out. I'm just sorry it's so late. I really am. But that's a story for a different day. So until then, my friends, y'all take care. Have a blessed weekend. I'll see y'all next time.